Hey bourbon fans, I'm Tim the Suburban Dad, and I'm here to help you dads find some great bourbon. Today I get to do another blind tasting for you guys. Originally there were supposed to be 16 samples, which is a lot. Unfortunately, 2 of them broke, so I'll be sampling 14 for you all. This time around, I don't have any information about what I'm trying, so it's going to be a completely blind taste test, and then I'll reveal the answers as we go along. These samples provided courtesy of Edward. Thank you, Edward, for providing these for me, and thank you for following the channel. I really appreciate it. All right, we got pour number 1. Decent color. Let's have a smell. Whoa, very grainy on this one. Dusty, grainy, like dusty straw. A little bit of caramel poking through. Doesn't strike me as very high proof, probably sub 100 proof maybe. Let's try it. Whew. It's very grainy on the palate as well. A lot of cereal grains like wheat or corn even. Does not strike me as a rye. Does seem like a bourbon. It seems young. It's very grain forward. Not very high proof. I would say 90 to 94 proof. So I'm going to write some notes as we go along so I can keep track of all this. I don't mind a corn forward bourbon. I don't really care for a grain forward. I know corn is grain, but this one, it seems like not just corn forward. It's something else. But it's very dusty. So that one's okay. Can't say I would gravitate towards it if I'm looking for something to sip on, but it's not terrible. That was pour number 1. So on to pour number 2. Similar color as to pour 1, maybe a little lighter. A little bit shyer of a nose on this one, more spice. A little bit more burn on my nose when I'm taking a whiff. Spice. Spice is the main thing that I get with the nose. Like baking spices, maybe a little pepper in there. Wow. The palate is much better than the nose. A lot of cherry, sweet oak, very sweet coming forward. I like this a lot. Feels like higher proof. This reminds me of Old Forester 1920. It seems a little higher proof. I'm going to say, I was going to say 100. Maybe I'll go up to 110. I'll say 110 proof. A lot better flavor on this one compared to the last one. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Now that I would reach for and drink. That's pretty yummy. Nice. Okay, pour number 2. Very good. Put a check mark by that one. All right, pour number 3. A little darker on the color this time. A little richer. Ooh, okay, so molasses and caramel right away. More of a deep, rich, like sticky sweet type smell. Man, this one is already shaping up to be pretty darn good. No ethanol burn on the nose whatsoever, just those rich, deep flavors like I was mentioning. Let's try it. Okay, there's a lot of complexity to this one. That was a real journey with the palate. Started off grainy, a little bit of cherry sweetness with caramel flowing all the way through it, and then at the end, some herbal funk to it. Let me try that again. That was interesting. A lot of complexity there. That's pretty darn good. Wow. Man, this one really is intriguing. Wow. It still seems bourbony. I gotta pour it a little bit more because I'm intrigued by this one. Man, this might be an American single malt finished in something. I don't know what. I'm not sure on this one. I don't think it's a rye. I don't think. It's not traditional bourbon to me either. That's a big question mark. It may be a single malt. Maybe. We'll see. All right, single malt. Better than pour 1, not as good as pour 2. That's intriguing. I'm intrigued by number 3. Proof point for pour 3, I'm going to say right around 100. I don't feel very confident about that. Number 4, average color so far, a little lighter than the last one maybe. On the nose. A little bit of vanilla trying to poke through. It's kind of shy. A little bit of spice. A little bit of ethanol burn in there. Pour number 4. Shy spice. Yeah, maybe a little sweetness, but it is shy. It is not a very bold nose. Palate seems nice. Velvety. None of these have been super oily and coating. The palate's nice. It's velvety, fairly rich and sweet. I don't think that one's high proof either. I'm going to say 96 proof on that one. A little bit of citrus in there. Man, I think citrus and a little spice are the main things I get. Yeah, not much on the nose though. That one's good. It's doesn't stand out a lot, but it also isn't awful. So it doesn't stand out as great, but it also doesn't stand out as awful. So somewhat middle of the road there. I think so far, pour number 2 has been my favorite. Group number 1, 1 through 4. So that last one, possibly a rye, but I think it's more bourbon. I don't think it's a single malt. Let's see how I did with number 1 through 4. What do we got here? What are we working with? Okay. Wow. Aha! Well, this makes some sense. First one is Garrison Brothers, so Texas whiskey. That makes sense with the grain forward, corn forward type notes. That makes sense. It's their honeydew bourbon. So it's infused with Texas wildflower honey. Interesting. Wow, it's only 80 proof. So I said 90 to 94. It's only 80 proof. And that one retails for 54 bucks. Honeydew. Okay. I've not tried Garrison Brothers at all. And can't say I love that one, Edward, but I enjoy trying all these different ones, regardless of whether I like it or not. I just am excited to try new stuff, new whiskey. So that's cool. I'm glad I got to try Garrison Brothers. Number 2, 3 Chord. I've actually heard of them. I saw them at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival. 3 Chord Honey Toasted Whiskey. It's a bourbon finished in toasted casks for 3 months, followed by 1 month in ex-honey casks. So does that make it a triple cask? I think. It's 111.3 proof. I said 110. That's pretty darn good. Retails for $59.95 from Steel Bending Spirits. It's a blend of 5, 6, and 8 year whiskey. Cool. So 3 Chord Honey Toasted Whiskey. I like that one a lot. Cool. Number 3, Lone Elm Honey Barrel Wheat Whiskey. Okay, so I was wondering if that was a single malt. It's not. It's a wheat whiskey. It is finished in a honey barrel. I said 100 proof. That's actually 108 proof. So, wasn't too far off. Retails for 75 bucks from 5 Points Distilling. I have never even heard of them. So that's cool. That's a new one. Number 4 was a honey barrel finished bourbon. It just says honey barrel finished release 3 from Old Raleigh Distillery. So it's finished with honey, non-pasteurized, less sweetness apparently, more honey flavor it says. Cool. I said 96 proof, it's 100 proof. So pretty close there. And it's a blend of 18, 6, and 4 years. Holy cow. Nice. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I love doing these. This is fun. Time to switch glasses. Number 5. Little lighter colored on this one. Sweet on the nose. Nothing too obvious. There we go. I'm getting something. Hang on. Sweet and spicy. Light sweet like honey. Okay, a little cinnamon in there. All right. And to taste it. Very spicy on the palate. Whoa. Spicy like baking spice, but also some like pepper spice. Wow. But also sweet. There's sweetness to temper it just a little bit. I'm intrigued. There's like a little burnt marshmallowy trying to poke through. So I wonder if this is finished or if it's in a toasted barrel at all. Sweet oak on the nose too. A little citrusy. That's good. I like that one. Sweet but peppery and fairly good mouthfeel. Proof point, I'm going to say 105-ish. That's kind of a tough one. I'll say 105. Another exciting one there, Edward. Good work so far, my friend. I don't believe I've ever tried that one before either. Number 6. Maybe the lightest color yet. We'll see. Very fruity on the nose right away. Rich and fruity. Whoa, like maple syrup, like fruit soaked in maple syrup is what I'm getting. Wow, wow, like root beer, molasses, big time molasses. This has got to be the most complex nose so far. My goodness, that's fun. Wow, love that nose. My goodness. Smells like breakfast in a glass. Maple syrup, molasses, fruit. Oh my gosh. What the heck is this? That is really, really good. Whoa. Okay. That's got to be finished in maple casks or maybe honey, but I think maple casks. It's got to be. That is, whoa. Okay. It's definitely got to be finished. I'm very suspicious of maple cask. It's rich. It's velvety. It tastes like maple. It's sweet. It's yummy. It's almost more of a dessert type whiskey. Like, dang, that is so sweet. So dessert, maybe it would be good in a mixed drink as well. I'm enjoying it right now, but dang, I can't see drinking a full glass of it because it would be so sweet and rich and sugary. Wow, that's unique. I've not had a whiskey like that before. My guess is bourbon finished in maple casks. And I'm going to say 94 proof on that one. Doesn't strike me as very strong. But it's loaded with flavor for how strong it is. On to number 7. A little darker color. Ooh, butterscotch caramel on the nose. Yeah, I like that. Nice and butterscotchy. Sweet. Butterfinger. Love that. Okay. Okay. Okay, Edward. Okay. Whatever this is, I'm going to need all of it immediately. Holy crap. That's amazing. Gosh, dang it. What did I just say on the nose? I'm so distracted by how amazing that tastes. I don't even remember. But on the palate, that is, pina colada, coconut. It's so rich. It's so rich and complex. What the heck am I drinking? I need some more of that immediately. What in tarnation? So now after I've tasted it, I definitely get a lot more of that pina colada coconut on the nose. This is going to sound really weird and gross. Getting like pencil shavings, which it literally smells like a pencil box. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but it tastes amazing. It tastes amazing. I'm losing my mind, guys. Oh my gosh. That is so freaking good. That's so freaking good. It's like got everything in it. Caramel, those tropical notes I was mentioning. It's rich, it's sweet, it's delicious. It's delicious. Holy cow. It may be a bourbon, but it may be a single malt. It does not seem like a rye. It does seem finished in something. Golly, that's tasty. There's even some chocolate in there. Holy cow, that palate goes on forever. Every time you sip it, you could get a different note. Wow. And the proof on that one, so excited I threw my pen on the floor. There's something I'm missing right there. It's like a cake cake or pastry of some sort. But pineapple is in there, like very tropical. It's so good. I don't know that that's a bourbon. That might have to be a single malt, American single malt, but it seems finished in something. It's got to be, because those notes do not come from an oak barrel. Let me tell you. I'm gonna say 110 proof, even though it's very easy to drink. It's so velvety. Oh, That one gets 3 check marks. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Number 7. Wow. Edward. Now, tragically, this is poor number 8. R.I.P. number 8. Okay, let's see. 5 through 8. I am so curious about this group. What in the heck? Number 5. Breckenridge Buddy Pass Imperial Stout Cask Whiskey. All right. It is a bourbon. It's finished an extra 13 months in Breckenridge Imperial Oatmeal Stout barrels. It is 114.7 proof. I guessed 105, so I was a little off there. Price is $55 from Breckenridge Distillery. I've tried a Breckenridge before. It wasn't this one, but I wasn't impressed. But that one was pretty decent. Number 6 is Keeper's Heart. So it's an Irish and American whiskey finished in stout barrels. All right, so it was the most complex so far. Oh, that was the one that I was suspicious of being finished in a maple cask. It was not. It was finished in a stout barrel. Huh. I said 94 proof. It's actually 110 proof. Dang. Retails for $70 from O'Shaughnessy Distilling Co. Wow, that drank way below its proof. That was really good. Stout cask. Okay, now that one that I could not get enough of, number 7, is Westward Stout Cask Barrel Pick. So it is a single malt, and it's finished in stout cask again. It is actually 122.438. I don't know how they got to 3 decimal points, but 438 proof. I guessed 110, so I was definitely off there. $90 retail. So it's from Westward. That